The standoff of May 2025 between Pakistan and India will forever be remembered as the day illusion met its reckoning. A confrontation where professionalism triumphed over propaganda and truth flew higher than deception. What began as a moment of heightened tension soon turned into a lesson for the region. False pride has no place in the theater of modern warfare. As the crisis unfolded, Indian media studios erupted into a frenzy of self-congratulation. Every broadcast seemed to paint an image of dominance, but the reality on ground and the record on radar screens told a far more sobering story. Behind the noise and nationalistic fervor, Pakistan Air Force stood calm, methodical, measured, and victorious. While New Delhi sought quick political wins, Islamabad's approach was anchored in composure and clarity. Under a doctrine built on precision rather than propaganda, PAF response was orchestrated with clinical finesse. Within minutes of engagement, hostile aerial movements were detected, tracked, and engaged with textbook precision. The outcome was swift and decisive. Indian formations faltered, their communication grids jammed, and their coordination fragmented. It was not brute force that turned the tide, but a multi-domain war-fighting strategy rooted in training and technology. In an era where perception often overshadows proof, PAF restraint became its greatest weapon. Not a single claim was made without verifiable data. Every announcement was supported by radar logs, mission footage, and electronic tracking. A stark contrast to the premature declarations of victory echoing from Indian media houses. The discipline with which PAF operated demonstrated a timeless principle. In the realm of air warfare, credibility is earned in silence, not shouted through fake narrative on screens. By the third day, the fog of misinformation had begun to clear. Independent defense observers confirmed what Pakistan had already stated. India had lost 7 aircraft, including the much-hyped S-400 battery that was believed to be impregnable. The strike that neutralized it was so meticulously executed that international analysts hailed it as an exemplary display of coordinated aerial operations. Equally devastating were the attacks on Indian C2 centers, air bases, and key military installations, stretching from the north to south. Adding a new dimension to warfare were PAF killer drones, stealthy, autonomous systems that penetrated deep into Indian territory, reaching as far as New Delhi. At the heart of PAF's success lay leadership, composed, visionary, and unswayed by theatrics. Air Chief Marshal Zaheer, Ahmed Sidhu embodied the ethos of second to none, ensuring that Pakistan's actions reflected discipline, not desperation. Instead of trading rhetoric, the Air Chief chose transparency. Mission evidence was shared with neutral observers, allowing global defense experts to assess the facts independently. The contrast was glaring. While India scrambled to justify contradictions, Pakistan let truth speak through verifiable proof. The world took notice. Defense publications and think tanks lauded PAF for its operational integrity and composure under pressure. Commentaries described it as a case study in modern aerial warfare ethics, highlighting how professionalism had prevailed where posturing had failed. Meanwhile, within India, even retired officers began questioning how the pursuit of political optics had eclipsed professional integrity. The May 2025 confrontation was more than a clash of air forces. It was a collision between illusion and authenticity. In the end, it wasn't missiles or machines that defined victory. It was mindset. Where India waged a war of perception, Pakistan Air Force fought a war of precision, and in that precision lay the ultimate truth. PAF didn't just defend Pakistan's skies, it reaffirmed a legacy of honor, discipline, and truth. That day, amidst the roar of jet engines and the hum of radars, the myth of false superiority finally fell from the sky.